It's Kendra, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create this easy DIY crossover bikini top. I'll not be going through the basics of crocheting, so you're going to need to know how to do a half double crochet stitch and chain stitches. So for this you are going to need a crochet hook and yarn, preferably cotton because it washes better. So I'm going to use a 5mm crochet hook and 4-ply yarn. All of this can be purchased at your local craft store. I got mine from Joanne Crafts and Fabrics. So first off, I'm starting by making a pretzel shape, and I'm going to pull the thread through, the yarn through, and then I'm going to make a slip stitch. After I made my slip stitch, I'm going to chain 12 stitches. So it doesn't matter what size you need this bikini top to be. What matters is how many rows you make, because we're going to be increasing in each row, so it's just going to be larger and larger. So make a foundation stitch of 12. I found that works the best. And then I'm going to be doing single half double crochets in each stitch, each of the 12 stitches, all the way to the end of the row. So this is going to be our first row, so I'm just going to half double crochet all the way to the end, and then I'm going to show you how our increase is going to look like when we're done with the first row. So I'm soon at the end of my row, and in the last stitch coming up now, I'm going to place 3 single half double crochets in that one stitch alone. This is going to grow our bikini top and make it larger and larger, and this is the point where we're increasing for every row forward. So I added 3 single half double crochets in that stitch alone. You might have to pull that little thread there in the middle just to secure it a little. So now what is interesting is we are going to be working on the back side of our first row. So instead of chaining one and going down, we're going to work on the back side. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to work on the back stitches in order to get a loop or a rainbow shape to make our bikini top. So I'm just going to do a half double crochet in the back stitch after my 3 half double crochets, and I don't know if you can see this so well, but I try to make it as well as I can, but I don't think I filmed so well. But it's those stitches that are above, they're small holes in the back side, and we're going to be working in those. So they're right there if you can see them. So work on the back side of those and do half double crochets in those stitches, and we're going to repeat that all the way to the end of this back side row. Now I'm done with the backside row, and as you can see, this is what the rainbow shape I was talking about, and this is how we're going to be working. We're going to be chaining one and going back up again, and the row we came, then we're going to add 3 half double crochets in the topmost stitch and go down again to the first row we started, add 3 again and go down. So we're going to work in a loop or a rainbow shape, if that makes sense. And then we're going to increase 3 in the top stitch every time, and then we're just going to continue like this till we get our desired size. For me, that took 18 rows, which I'm going to show you later in just a bit. So just continue increasing on the topmost stitch, going down, and continuing like this till you are satisfied with the size. And write it down, because you're going to have to repeat this video twice in order to make 2 bikini cups. So write down everything you do so you make sure the measurements are exact to fit you perfectly. So for me, as seen right now, I'm done and I'm really satisfied with the shape of it, and I left a little yarn out so I can connect the 2 bikini cups. And for me, I realized that I needed 18 rows in total, So now I'm going to show you how to make the straps. So for the crossover straps here on the front, I chained 160, and then I found a hole in the leftmost corner of my bikini cup, and then I just pulled the chain stitch of the 160 through. I just left a little and then I just tied it around itself, and as tight as I could, just so to make sure it won't unravel or fall off. So I'm just tying it right now, and as well as trying to hide those small threads is a little hard, but just like put your crochet hook through some loops and just like loop it in itself to just hide it, and then you can just cut it later. And for the top, or the top straps, I chained 60, and I did exactly the same thing. I just found the top point of the bikini top, and I did the same, and then I try to hide those loose threads in itself. And to connect the two bikini tops together, I'm just grabbing the yarn I left out, and then I'm just going to find the two corners that are pointing against each other, and then I'm going to do the same like I did with the other straps.